section. Let's begin. All the cutting instructions and materials will be placed in the description below. So we're going to start by making the tab. You will need 2 pieces of fabric interfaced, and we're going to connect Velcro to one of the tab pieces. You may substitute the Velcro for any other closure if you wish. Now measure 1 inch in from one of the short edges and stitch your Velcro in place using a matching thread. Take the second piece of the tab and place it right sides together, and you're going to sew around 3 edges, leaving an opening at one of the short edges. You will use a 1/4 inch seam allowance to stitch around the perimeter of your tab. After you've completed your stitching, you will trim the seam allowance and turn your tab piece right sides out. Take this to your ironing board and press flat, taking care not to melt your Velcro. Next, we're going to take the exterior piece for the shell of your wallet, and we're going to fold it in half to find the center. At that center point is where we're going to place the Velcro tab and matching up the raw edges pin. And we will take this to the sewing machine and sew in place, and we will also add the second half of your Velcro to the opposite end. Measure 1 inch in from the edge, and you will sew in place.
If you are enjoying this tutorial, please give it a like.
The Velcro and tab are now in place. Let's move on. Place the 2 exterior pieces right sides together, and you will stitch around, leaving a opening on one side, about 4 inches for turning. Use a 1/4 inch seam allowance to stitch. Trim the seam allowance down except for the area where the opening is, and then you will turn your exterior piece right sides out. Fold the opening inwards about 1/4 inch to match the rest of the stitching, and you will take this back to the sewing machine and top stitch all around, and your exterior or shell of the wallet will be complete, and you can set that aside and we will move on. Now let's make the envelope sections or pockets. Place one of your pocket pieces right sides up on your table, and your zipper teeth down on top, matching the raw edges pin, and use your zipper foot to sew the zip in place. Pull the zip away from your fabric and top stitch 1/4 inch down from your zipper teeth. Now place this second pocket piece right sides up on the table and place the section that you did before right side facing and pin the two together, matching the zipper and the fabric, and you will pin and stitch across to fasten the zipper on both pieces of fabric. Again, you will pull the fabric away and top stitch. Now we're going to add a second zipper to this pocket. So one of the edges that don't have the zipper, you will place another zipper face down, pin, sew across, and top stitch. Now pull the other end from the bottom, bring it all the way to the top, right side facing, and match it to the edge of the zipper, and you will sew across again and top stitch. So you will unzip one of your zippers and so that you can get to top stitch on the right side. Okay. Now you're going to turn wrong sides out, and we're going to make sure that our zipper is open halfway. One of the zips are open out halfway, and you're going to sew along the open edges using a 1/4 inch seam allowance to close up our pocket. Now repeat all the steps to make the second pocket. Now you will
Sorry
fold
about the
the
noise.
exterior or the shell of your wallet in half to find the center, and at that point is where you will place the center of your pocket pieces, stacked one on top the other. Now if your pieces are too thick, you can sew them one at a time, or if not, you can sew all 3 layers together. So you line up the center of each piece, and across that center line is where you will stitch. Now you can substitute quilting cotton fabric for waterproof canvas or vinyl or some other sturdy material that is also easy to clean if you're going to be using this wallet regularly. Take this to your sewing machine and sew across the middle to complete your envelope wallet. So this is what you should have, your completed wallet. Closed neatly using a Velcro fastener. As you can see, we now have 4 sections of which you can place your cash for your different purposes, to keep everything organized and so that you do not overspend, and to keep track of your finances. You can place as many pockets as you like, but you may need to make the outer shell a bit larger to accommodate all the pockets. So have fun with this and make whatever changes you may like to make. Jazz it up to suit your preference. Thank you for watching, and check out this next video.